Here we go.
Welcome to the P2 Power Play Podcast, and we're back for Season 2,
baby. After a few months.
And we're in the blackout. That's what we're rocking right now.
Blackout.
So let's go ahead and have a good show. But anyways, let's talk about what you want to do. Sponsors.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you, High Soccer Academy, High Soccer Prospects, High Soccer Arena.
Yeah.
And we are negotiating with a few sponsors for this next season.
Opa.
But we have some openings. So if you guys are willing and interested in become our sponsor, please call us.
Call us, support us, join us.
And let's make it happen. Yeah, last video, Kaito, of season one was very polemic. And unfortunately, we
had to take
took
it down.
out. Yeah. So, but let's make it happen this season 2.
I got a question. I can't hear myself. Anybody, can you hear me?
I can.
You can? So I don't know if it's me or what, but I can't hear anything.
Your voice changed.
Yeah, maybe it's a voice changer. Maybe it's me.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. There we go. Now I can hear something. Okay, cool. So just following up, season 2, we're back, guys. We're going to have a great season for you before we go to season 3. And we're going to keep trying to bring you the best content that we can and killing the game because it's all about power play and bringing knowledge to you. So anything you want to add, Tiago, before we start the new show?
What new show?
New show?
Of course. So we are starting with the new things. Little by little, we are bringing you guys new entertainment, new... I'm not going to tell them. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise.
Surprise.
Little by little. Today we have 2 guests that we need to introduce. We are in blackout. They don't know what is going on right now. So can you introduce them?
So we got 2 guests here with us. One, father and son. It's Alejo and Roman Tangredi. Now everybody can see.
Now
everybody can see.
Now everybody can see.
So I'll do a quick introduction. Alejo is a 2004 player that has played with different clubs. They're from Spain originally and played for Orlando City B and now has an opportunity that they're going to discuss. And then Roman is his father who does a bunch of different things, and I'll kind of let them highlight what they do. So Roman, why don't you start and kind of talk about who you are, what you've done, why you do it, and where we're at.
And welcome.
Hello, guys. How you doing? My name is Roman Tangredi, as you said. I'm the proud father of Alejo Tangredi.
There we go.
Basically.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah.
I am. And well, we moved over to the States last year. I was originally born here in the USA. I moved to Argentina. I met his mother at 15 years old.
Nice.
Yes. Since then. And we moved to Spain when I was like 18. Grew up there, formed a family, and now our next stage is here in the USA.
Awesome. Yeah. Alejo, dale.
Soy Alejo, tengo 17 años, juego al fútbol en el Orlando City B. Y nada, soy español, vinimos de España a Estados Unidos a probar cosas nuevas, a un cambio de aires y contento.
Good. Yeah, there we go. Simple. But let's talk about your business. So you have a business. You've been doing business, right? What is it? What is it that you do?
I'm a tattoo artist.
Okay.
Yeah, since I was like 17 years old.
Nice. I was gonna say you got all the tats. We got everything.
I got them. So
nice. Yeah.
Yep. I started in Argentina when I was like 16 or 17. I moved to Spain when I was 19. We opened a shop, started traveling around the world, doing conventions, and then in 2008, I kind of moved forward to manufacturing tattoo machines.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So
Do you think the guy that did my tattoo did a good job on the lines?
he did a good job?
Oh, okay. You saved. Nice.
So now I manufacture tattoo machines, and I'm starting to manufacture here in the USA now.
Good.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
You are playing with these companies to sell worldwide, or what is it?
I sell worldwide already.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. But like I said, we were based in Europe, and we're going to start doing the manufacturing here and start doing a lot more shows and a lot more conventions, have more presence in the U.S.
Is the machine that...
the
nice.
actual machine that makes it.
What is the name of the machine?
The brand's called HM tattoo
HM?
machines, yeah.
Oh, nice. Do you know Adão? Adão, if you can, say hi for me later on. Adão is one of the famous tattoo artists in the world. Like he did for Neymar, all the soccer players from Brazil.
Uh-huh.
And he has an office here in Orlando.
Okay.
So he just came back to Brazil 2 days ago.
Okay.
I'm gonna introduce him.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and start talking about the reason why you guys are here, and it's more for Alejo. So can you kind of walk through? Obviously, you grew up in Spain, played in Spain, Can you kind of talk about what that's like? What is Spanish football like? The club you played for, the process, all that, and then if Roman, you want to add something to it.
I can do the translation with my Spanish brother, okay?
Better, yes.
¿Cómo tú crees que lo nivel de la España de fútbol es? Y acá, ¿cuál fue la...? Bueno, yo adapté la pregunta, ¿ok? ¿O qué tú ves de diferencia en los niveles de fútbol de acá para España?
Bueno, España es un fútbol muy, muy intenso, muy rápido, hay mucha competencia entre equipos, entre jugadores, hay mucha cantidad de jugadores buenos y, por ejemplo, en Madrid es una ciudad que hay como 7 equipos entre primera y segunda división, 7 academias buenas y mucha gente, mucha competencia.
Pero tú no crees que aquí lo corren más en los juegos, ¿o no?
Sí, corre más.
Mucho corre.
A lot of running.
A lot of running.
De arriba a abajo.
Mucho, ¿no? Sí, you understood the answer? Yeah? It's good?
Yeah.
I can hear.
Yeah.
And no.
So I was just going to ask Roman. So, like, can you kind of highlight as a parent from your perspective? You know, what is Spanish football like, and what you see about it? You know, about Alejo playing and.
As a parent, I see. What do you mean the difference between Spain and?
Well, just start with Spanish football. What is it like? A lot of people don't know what it's like.
Like he said, it's very, very competitive.
Yeah.
Very competitive. When they get to a high level, to clubs like academies like Getafe or First.
And that's where he
Division.
played, right?
That's where he
Getafe,
played.
yeah.
He played in Getafe many years. Then he played in Almeria as well. That's
Okay.
his first experience living with the team outside of his home environment.
Gotcha.
Right? Yeah. So it's very competitive, and once you get there, there's hundreds of kids that want to take that place.
Right.
Like hundreds, literally. And there are 100 kids that are good, that could actually take that place, if they get the opportunity. So they have to be very, very focused on all the little details and be on target, not let that slip. Right? And as a parent, I see it's a lot more aggressive than here. A lot more aggressive. It's actually like, I can tell here, like, the aggressive football is not that bien visto.
Sí. Well seen,
I
bro.
always say liked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't like it that much, and in Spain,
Oh, yeah,
it's
they
a must. It's a must. If you don't have an
Sí,
aggressive,
los entrenadores lo piden.
yeah, exactly like Alejo saying, the trainers would actually want you to be as aggressive as possible. They-
I knew that you want that clip. Yeah?
Of course. How would you not want that clip?
There was one trainer in Getafe that always told Alejo, because he had a little conflict, like, I'm doing okay because I go too aggressive. And he was like, no problem. And he explained, for a trainer, at least over there, that they would want a player that they have to calm down instead of a player that you have to push to be aggressive, right? So...
Ay. So you can put all together. Vamos
So,
que vamos.
but the question I have, since you said that, is why? Because here everybody says, "Oh no, the kids are too much. We don't want kids that are too much. We want," and this is mostly parents or things like that.
I'll tell you as a parent,
Yeah.
I think it's because you're getting ready for real football and you're getting ready for real life. Real life is like real football.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Not everything's going to be soft and gentle.
So you're telling me the professional level is not easy? It's hard.
That's no secret.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. A lot of parents think their kids will make it and they can play nice.
Really?
At least here.
Okay.
How you make his environment to be as more realistic as possible? Like, for example, here, what do you do with him for him to feel the...
Well, me as a parent, I help encourage him to follow his dreams. Everything is possible, but you need to know what you want, especially why you want it, and that you have to work really hard for it. Really, really hard. Really, really hard.
Yeah.
But it's like when the dream started for him, did it come from you? Or was it... No.
Me.
So, but explain. So
Yes,
why did you want to become a professional football player?
¿Por qué?
Era pequeño y fui empezando a jugar en mejor nivel, fui subiendo escalones y un día, o sea, siempre quise, pero un día dije, quiero conseguir esto, es mi sueño y quiero cumplirlo. Lo hablé con él, con mi padre, en el coche y me dijo, bueno, pero ¿cuál es tu objetivo? Y le dije, ser profesional, jugar el máximo nivel que pueda, jugar profesional y cumplir mi sueño, que ese va a ser ese. Y él, pues, obviamente siempre me ayudó todo lo que pudo. Y a partir de ahí, pues...
Sí, déjame hablar. Si tú no estás entendiendo nada en español, if you don't understand anything what they say, you can change the settings on the YouTube and put closed caption.
Traducción.
Okay? So if you're watching in English, change for English. Okay? That's fine. Everybody will understand. Se você quiser assistir em português, você troca no ajustes e bota em português.
Yep.
See?
Yep. So when Alejo came to you and said, I want to be a professional, right? Not only what was your response, but like kind of to Tiago's question, were you like always on top of him about it? Were you pushing him?
No. I never played soccer in my life.
Okay.
So I'm not huge soccer fan.
But I've seen your touch; it's pretty good.
Obviously not. So I wasn't even a soccer fan. Like
Yeah.
I would see the World Cups and that's it. That's
Yeah.
it, basically.
Gotcha.
But of course, I was encouraging him to do sports. He was getting very excited about it, so I helped him go to a different club, do some tryouts, and he was doing good. So after he got into this nice club, he said, "Dad,
Which club?
It was Canillas. It was a very good club in Madrid. That's like a little satellite of Real Madrid. You know, like
Okay.
they pick up a lot of
A partner club.
exactly a partner club. So he got into this club, which was already very competitive, and he said, "Dad, my dream is to be like he said before, to be a professional soccer player." I'm like, "Oh my God, he's 11 years
He's not
old."
going to study. He's not gonna, this is the first thing.
So it was a very nice conversation because I asked him, "Okay, define professional soccer player." I thought he was going to say Neymar, Messi, Marcelo, Ronaldo.
But being Argentinian, I don't think he's going to say.
a superstar. No, yeah. I thought he was going to, translate that into a super soccer star.
Yeah.
And no, he defined it correctly. I want to make a living doing this, and I want to dedicate my life to playing soccer. I'm like, okay. So I explained, what about second division? What about, And he was like, yeah, of course. He was not he didn't have that thing about, I want to be the best in La Liga. He really wanted to be a professional player. So I'm like, okay, look, and I explained about the university here in the U.S., which is pretty. I'm like, what happens if when you're 18, 19, you can get recruited by a university, get a scholarship, play around? And he was like, yeah, that could also work. So I'm like, okay, look, if you work very, very hard from now, don't stop, never give up, continue, dedicate your mind and your heart into working. Mm-hmm. There is a possibility you could try.
Depend on you.
It depends. Yeah, but if you don't do that, there's no possibility. So we made a deal. Because, of course, I told him this is going to be a lot of work for the family and everybody supporting you. So I said, I want 3 things from you. 1, you always have to study. You always have to continue studying. Even if you make it, I want you to continue studying.
Yeah.
Just promise this. Second, I want you to be happy in the process. You don't want you to be miserable.
Yeah.
And I want you to be a good person, achieve your goals in a good way, not stepping on people, or not doing things, anything that won't make you feel comfortable or proud of yourself.
One question, you changed your life to follow his dream? How was the process? This is good for people that is watching us.
Okay.
Some players that wants to become a pro. So the family changed the way?
I mean, any player that they're young age, so they need the support of the family. And, of course, it changes your family way of life. We used to travel a lot. Then we're not able to travel that much. Vacations, we used to do like a month and a half traveling to very different cities around the world. And all of a sudden, that wasn't possible because he has to train. He has to do preseason. Yeah. Not only preseason, he trains before the preseason. You need tournaments. You have all sorts of things that you're not. It's a sacrifice of the whole family. Yeah. Not mom, dad. It's mom, dad, sisters, everybody.
It's the whole family. Yeah. It's an investment.
You're buying into it.
Yeah, I want to ask something that, again, probably the players that is watching, they want to know that, like, with the 17 years old, what is your dream, like, after you make your first $100,000? ¿Cuál es tu sueño cuando tú ganas los primeros $100,000? Porque yo ya sé que tú vas a ser un profesional. Yo ya estoy visualizando eso.
Pero no es por el dinero que lo hago, es la pasión, es el sueño y siempre hay que, o sea, cumpliendo los objetivos, pero siempre queriendo más. Siempre cuando se cumple un objetivo hay que ir a por el siguiente y siempre hay que proponerse cosas altas para no conformarse con eso.
Sí.
¿Qué harías con los primeros $100,000?
¿O qué tú harías con los primeros $100,000? This is a question that
I
I'm going
think
to do for
what
all
he's trying to
players.
ask is what car are you going to buy when you make $100,000?
Or like more color. This color is like shining in my eyes. It's good. So what would be your first investment when you receive your first paycheck as a pro?
No,
It's better.
yo me lo gastaría así a lo loco. O sea, ahorraría para en un futuro comprarme una casa,
Sí.
tener inversiones o tener propiedades, pero no lo gastaría así a lo loco.
Carro. No, not a good car.
Más adelante sí.
As a player, I think like a Bugatti, something like that. Nice. And what is your goal, Alejo? ¿Cuál es tu goal? Okay.
Objetivo.
See, I know become a pro, but which team is your dream to
Máximo sueño es jugar en Real Madrid.
Real Madrid? Tu sueño?
Hala Madrid.
Hala Madrid. We're going to be in Madrid. Can we release that?
Hey, you want to now? We can.
That's fine. They're going to watch in 2 weeks.
true.
By that time, we have the tickets bought.
We're done.
So we're gonna be having a tour. So you're gonna be in the tour with Coach Micho and probably myself as well to Real Madrid. We're probably gonna visit you guys there if you guys are there. Yeah, because I have heard that you sign or you are about to sign a contract with the international team that I cannot disclose the name. Yes or no?
Yes.
How you feel about that?
Muy feliz, muchas ganas.
Sí.
Sí, la verdad que sí.
Cuando tú se apresenta when you go to the presentation to the team?
No, eso todavía no sé.
Ainda no sabe.
No.
Pero cuando viajas, sí.
Sí, lo dejo el domingo.
Opa.
Sunday.
Remember about us when you become a pro, my friend.
But let's go into, again, before we go back into the pro side, Orlando City B, I want to kind of touch base on, you mentioned, or one of the benefits to Alejo's game is physicality, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, here, you can't really play physical. But, in Spain, you kind of talk, they want you to be overly aggressive, but how do they manage the aggressive side? Because you mentioned they say, hey, they want you to calm down, not push you up. Do you understand my question?
Mm-hmm.
How do they manage that?
What do you mean? The coaches,
Like the coaches,
or the
yeah.
referees?
Coaches,
The
coaches, yeah.
coaches. No, they always push you to be as aggressive as possible.
Mm-hmm.
In the trainings, it's a battle. It's a battle every training.
Y siempre lo que explican es que estemos en el punto máximo de ir fuerte, de agresividad, pero que no pase la línea de la violencia.
Okay.
So that was my next question. What is the difference, in your opinion, about playing aggressive and using aggression?
No, it's a huge difference. It's one thing is being violent, and the other thing is being aggressive.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference. You could be as aggressive as you want without passing the line to try and hurt somebody. Maybe you even end up hurting them, or you end up getting hurt, but with
Sí, no con la intención de...
without the intention of
Sí.
damaging the other person. You're going as aggressive as possible. Violent
Hey,
is different.
parents.
So
Yeah, there's a difference.
I think what we're trying to say is you don't go to intentionally hurt somebody,
Oh, no.
but you go to play hard.
Sí.
And you make contact, you're pushing, you're shoving, but you're not purposely saying, hey, I'm going to punch you in the head.
No,
Right, yeah.
no. And you play as hard as possible.
Yeah. Because I remember that one of the first times we did a practice, actually, I think it was the first practice, and Alejo asked if we could do one-on-one. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And then immediately I didn't even know what to expect. First, he goes, grab me. And I'm like, okay, fuck. Like, pardon my French. But I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, we're going to play for real then. Okay, yeah. I didn't know what we were getting into. Yeah.
Of course.
But again, I train a lot of Americans here, and I wasn't expecting it.
Oh, no.
Right? It's because it's not, Americans aren't taught to play like that. So when you grab me, I'm like, okay, we're playing for real. That's fine. Not a problem. But
It's part of the game. Have you ever pushed the underwear to get the guy nervous? Or, no sé cómo yo hablo. La cueca. Ya puso la cuequita de los chicos.
De los calzoncillos.
Sí, ¿entiendes? Here, we don't have that.
El
No.
primero que hacer.
En América tenemos mucho eso. So the people, hey, the guy got mad.
get ready to jump. Yeah.
He might try to hit you. He got a red card. And it's beneficial for the team.
Alejo got hurt. Like he broke his collarbone on the training in Getafe. And yeah. But it's normal.
Part of the business.
It's part of the business, exactly.
But
yeah.
since you said that, my question would be then, like, as a parent, were you ever, outside of him getting hurt that one time, or even that time, were you nervous? Like, oh, he's going to get hurt. You know, like, what do I do? Do I step in? Do I talk to the coach?
No. You never step in. You never step in. You never talk to the coach.
No?
No. That's his business.
Never ask a playtime? Oh, you didn't
No.
put him up.
Look. My job is to support him and to help him and to guide him. But he has to do the job with the coach and the team. That's his business. That's where he's playing. That's not my area. My area is at home or outside of, once he gets outside of the field and say, support him and make him believe himself, and help him put more tools to make him get better. But I can't get into, like, imagine I say go even more aggressive, and his coach wants him to calm down. We can't, as parents, we should not get involved into our children's.
So what do you do if you don't play? You talk with the coach. What is your attitude if you...
No, siempre positivo y trabajar más, siempre intentar mejorar y...
So did you ever have, let's ask that question a different way. Did he ever have a situation, maybe in Getafe or something, where he wasn't playing, and then, you had to, did he have the conversation with the coach, or you just work harder and earn the spot? Like, how did that work?
¿Cuál es la situación cuando aún estuviste en la situación en Getafe de no jugar y qué has hecho? ¿Hablaste con el entrenador, trabajar más duro y listo?
Primero trabajar más duro e intentar hablar en el campo. Y intentarlo de todas las maneras posibles y en un momento dado, si se puede ir a hablar con el entrenador con respeto, a preguntarle qué me ve, que pueda mejorar, qué puedo... Pero no a decirle ¿por qué no estoy jugando? Quiero jugar, o le digo... ¿Qué puedo hacer para mejorar y para jugar, para entrar en el... O sea, ¿qué necesitaría él de mí? ¿O qué me ve que puedo mejorar?
So this is good, because there are some parents that instead of talking like that, they just they change the clubs. So, eso es bueno, porque no es solo, estoy molesto con la equipo porque no me pone para jugar. Entonces yo cambio la equipo. Entonces esa es la actitud buena de tentar identificar lo que...
I was telling Kyle before we met, we didn't know where to do it here until we met Kyle, but Alejo always was working 1 or 2 days a week besides his training with the team at, personal training.
Nice.
Yeah, always.
How many times a week you train? ¿Cuántas veces a la semana?
6.
6 veces a la semana. No fiesta.
Hay días que... No.
No fiesta, no video game.
A los ratos libres.
¿Cuál tú juegas?
Nada, pero poco.
What do you play? Video game.
FIFA.
Opa! We're gonna have a challenge here, Caíto. Yeah? You play
FIFA
good.
challenge.
You play good. He play good, Ciosito. What we do? So I have a challenge for you. So what is my case? Ciosito, what is my case?
Underneath.
Ay.
Thiago misplaced the case, folks.
Opa! Ciosito escondeu. So we have a challenge here. ¿Tú le gusta de dinero? No mucho, ¿no? Mira, yo tengo $100. Si tú ganas, más de 100, se gana de nosotros, ¿ok? Vamos a ver si tú sabes jugar eso ahí. Vamos a ver. Ciosito, si yo necesito de ayuda, tú puedes.
If you guys can't realize what's happening, we're going to have a challenge, a FIFA game off between Thiago and Alejo.
FIFA. So we will probably cut this part, to
Cut it.
interest.
And that's a surprise, eh?
The surprise. We always try to do something different.
Vamos
Yeah.
que
You could have trained for this.
Could have trained, yeah. Get a little practice.
Just to relax a little bit. Yeah?
So while we're waiting, anyways, for the game to start up, so like, were you as a parent, were you sitting there did you get to watch practice when he was playing at like a Tafe or something?
Yes. They let us watch. Yeah,
Okay.
They let us watch.
But were you ever concerned like that? You mentioned he broke his collarbone once. But were you ever like concerned overly about his health or getting hurt a lot or?
I'm not gonna lie. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, of course. But that's where you have to know what he wants, and you have to tell him what's involved to get there.
It's contact.
It's a contact sport, exactly. So yeah. Of course, I'm worried sometimes, but that's why he takes care of the way he eats, the way he trains, the way he sleeps, because it's going to be a lot of contact. And give me 1 second. ¿Puedo comentar lo del partido contra Ciudad de Getafe?
Sí.
Sí? Okay. I was just asking. I think
Asking the permission.
there's something. I'm going to show you a little. I think I can resume everything in a little example. There was a big. He was cadete. I think that's like U15. Mm-hmm. And there was a big game. He played for Getafe, and there was a Getafe had the city of Getafe have another team, so that was like the derby.
Sure.
And of course, everybody when they play against Getafe or Leganés or Real Madrid, they want to win. It's like one of the matches of the
You
year.
play to win. Yeah.
The other teams play to win, and you always play to win as Getafe. So the game was so extremely physical, and Alejo, the more battle, the more he battles back, you know. And they had a kid that was really big, a center back, and it was physical. Even the parents, the rumor was like, man, this is getting out of hand, you know. And the referee was just letting it go. Okay, one part of the game, Alejo tries to fight the ball leaves in the end. The guy takes the ball, he wants to recover it, hits the ball, and the guy was tired, so when he goes, it's on a video, and he hits perfectly the ball, and then he hits the player because he doesn't, take his foot off, and it was not even a yellow card. It was just a foul, no? But not even a yellow card. Okay, a little bit of parents, everybody shouting, you know how it is sometimes. The guy kept playing, but you can tell he was a little bit hurt. 2 minutes later, 3 minutes later, they jump again. It was a full battle between him. It's a war, okay? He jumps, they, fight in the air. When the guy falls, bang, he can't get up.
This was the defender.
The defender.
Yeah.
So we knew the other coach, the other coach knew Alejo perfectly. He even contacted us before. So when we find out, the kid broke his leg.
Ooh.
Yeah. He had a broken leg. So of course, Alejo's reaction was like, man, I didn't, it wasn't on purpose. The coach knew it wasn't on purpose. Everybody, we followed up how he was in the hospital. And the dad comes up, I called the dad as well. I'm like, oh my God, look what happened. I know. I was there. I was watching the game. It was a physical game. If the ref let it go that far, and honestly, I know about football. I played football all my life, he said. It could have been my son or it could have been your son. It was part of the game. When you get to a certain level, that's a risk. You can get injured. You can get,
part of the game.
Part of the game. You're playing.
Ese partido fue el de los más de que dije me pueden romper.
Yeah.
Ese fue lo más duro partido que tú.
He's saying that was one of the most strongest games. He was actually thinking I can get hurt as well. So and you see that, but then you have to understand that the ref is under control. He's trying.
Yeah.
He's trying to manage the game.
He's trying to manage the game, and you can't tell your son to not go so strong, or you have to live with it. Yeah. It's part of adapting yourself to what they want to do. Right. And football is a really tough game.
It's the name of the business. If you can't handle it, you got a problem.
It's not easy.
But Alejo, let me ask you a question before you play, right? So, for you, I don't know how to say this in Spanish, but okay, ¿cuál es la diferencia de injured and hurt?
Lesionado es cuando te duele algo, primero hay que ver si es un dolor que puede ir a más. O sea, si te dan un golpe, por ejemplo, un golpe, una patada, lo que sea, si sigues entrando no te va a ir a más y no se te va a poder romper el músculo por un golpe, casi nunca. Y una lesión es cuando ves que va a más o puede ir a más, o directamente cuando no puede más, y es distinto. El dolor se aguanta, todos los futbolistas jugamos con dolores porque es inevitable.
So I understand, but can you explain that? Just so.
He's saying hurt, you get hurt a lot. And that's if you get kicked or you fall, whatever, and it causes you pain. But you have to difference when it's a pain that comes from something that could be an injury that will take you out of the game, or if it's a pain because you got hit or an elbow or whatever. He says every soccer player plays with pain. That's part of the game. It's important to understand if the pain is from like a physical or it's muscular and it could go into a injury.
Yeah. So next question, a follow-up is, ¿cuánto tiempo en una partido tú tienes hurt? How often do you get hurt?
El partido entero.
Huh?
El partido entero.
The whole match.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Los partidos todos tienen dolor.
Sí, y más siendo delantero, que normalmente estás contra dos defensas,
Tú driblas mucho.
hay mucho contacto.
Les gusta de driblar mucho.
A veces, pero soy más de rematar, de marcar goles.
De hacer los goles.
Sí.
Más objetivo. Entonces, vamos que vamos. Let's see. Whoever scored the first goal is the winner, okay?
Oh, primer gol.
¡Epa! Vamos nessa.
Here we go.
¿Quién es el Madrid?
Ha, you. Vamos nessa.
Let me do a video.
Poner Alejo en la rodilla, mira.
We're live.
Sí,
P2
sí,
Power
to-
Podcast.
Si usted está me atrapando
Thiago.
que no quiere que yo haga los goles, mira.
Alejo.
Mira.
Roman, we're watching
Opa.
Thiago and Alejo play.
Opa, Alejo.
We're
¿dónde
live.
está
We're
Alejo?
literally live right now.
Alejo está nervioso.
And we're playing a FIFA game during a podcast. Crazy.
Ay, Alejo está nervioso. Mira. No, Alejo,
sé,
no corre por ahí,
Cuidado.
no consigo mirar, está difícil eso acá. Ay, no.
Ay,
¡Oh, esa falta!
¡Gol!
¡Esa falta! Mira tu entrenador, ¿qué tú quieres? No, ahí no, dámela. Dámela, tranquilito. Vamos nessa.
No te dejes intimidar, Alejo.
No.
Tranquilito, viene Alejo, viene. Eso,
No
viene Alejo,
empieces
viene.
el juego.
Eso, viene Alejo.
Oh. Vamos, Alejo, vamos.
Dámela.
Dámela, dice.
Dámela, eso,
No vale,
tranquilito.
no vale.
Tranquilito, dámela. So thank you, PlayStation, for sponsoring this.
Thank you for the PlayStation.
I'm kidding, but you guys should.
¿Qué
¡Opa!
pasó?
Alejo, tú no puedes perder, Alejo.
No voy a perder.
Tú-
No voy a perder.
mira eso. ¿Tú no crees? Mira.
Offside.
Uf.
We're live. Season 2, we bring in new things. FIFA game.
Ay. ¿Qué pasa, Ciosito? Vámonos. ¡Ay, no! ¡Dámela! What the hell?
Simulación.
Eso era roja.
No, nada. Falta tú no consigues hacer por falta. No. Eso, dámela.
Dame.
Eso. Dámela, vamos. Eso, ahora es un golito muy bueno. Op.
¿Qué pasó?
Uh-oh.
Oye, allá. Uy, eso. No. Bueno, quien quiere mirar los Real Madrid perdiendo puede mirar ahí, tranquilito. La equipo de los sueños de él. No. No.
Sí,
Vinicius
sí.
Junior no.
Sí, sí.
Dámela. Eso. Es brasileño, vamos.
No hacen caso a vos.
Oh, mira. El toque de pelota. Eso, lindo. Opa.
Opa.
Ah, sí, viene arriba.
¡Qué
Se viene arriba.
pelota! Y ahí es un gol. Ay, oh.
No. Uy.
Yo voy a hacer una cosa. I'm gonna do something very aggressive. Look at this, Ciosito. Oh, va!
He's going all in. He's all in.
Y... Oh, no, don't play now. No, dámela para papá. Please, dámela. Ay.
Ay. Season 2, we bring in everything.
No.
Ay.
Chilena. Ay.
Chilena. Ay.
That's gonna be a long game, man.
Mira Ancelotti.
Mira,
There we go.
Alejo, tranquilito, no precisa quedar nervioso. Mira, yo juego así tranquilito, así, un pase así, bueno, Neymar.
Te juega con la psicología,
Eso. Opa. ¿Eh?
Psicología. juega
Claro, es
psicología.
como Anderson Silva en UFC. Que nada más-
Cuidado.
No, Alejo,
Cuidado,
dale.
sí, cuidado.
Eso.
Ay.
No.
Se madura el gol.
Eso, facilito, está nervioso. Uy, yo también.
Uh-oh.
Vamos allá. Oh, no, Hey! That was good. Hey! No perdí. Va a tener otro después.
Vale.
Yeah. I didn't lost.
It's not over yet.
I gave you the goal. We're gonna do another game after the show, okay?
But actually, since we're on the FIFA note, and we just had a FIFA game, I don't know if you guys know this, but they just released FIFA 23, or they didn't release the game, but they released the top 10 players. So who do you think is top 5 players in the world right now in FIFA 23?
Buena pregunta.
Mbappé.
Oye, Mbappe, let's write them down. Let's see. But you got to put it in order, in orden. So
Lo primero.
Number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
De abajo arriba.
Usted también puede hablar después. Yo quiero saber.
Yo no sé.
I wanna
So
know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Los mejores. ¿Tú juegas FIFA?
Courtois para mí el quinto.
Courtois,
Sí. Messi.
4. Sí.
Calió mucho Messi, ¿eh?
Let's see. We can find out in a second. I have it on my phone.
You know?
I haven't even looked yet either.
Tercero.
No, en verdad, en el quinto pondría a Vinicius.
Oh, Vinicius Junior.
For 3?
No,
Quinto.
5.
The 5 you put Vinicius Junior.
Good.
He's growing. I love Vinicius Junior.
Should score the winning goal.
Yeah.
Haaland.
3?
Benzema.
2.
Y Mbappé.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Let's check.
Mbappe. Let's see. You have the answers
I
there?
do, yeah.
Is
I have
$100
it. I have
for
it.
each correct answer?
I have it. I have
4,
it.
5.
Top 5, according to this website, FIFA Play. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. I guess there's 3 tied. 4. There's a bunch tied for 5. Salah, Van Dijk, Courtois, Ederson, Neuer, Ronaldo, Messi. 5. Yeah. Messi, Ronaldo, Neuer, Ederson, Courtois,
Lo tenía. Corta antes.
Van Dijk, Salah,
On the
Yeah.
5th position.
because they're all 90.
Oh, okay.
4 is Benzema. 3 is De Bruyne. 2 is Mbappe. And 1 is Lewandowski.
Y Haaland no.
Live on
Holland like 7. Tied for 7.
Yeah, we need to play more FIFA, my friend.
He's tied with Toni Kroos, Lukaku, Ter Stegen, Oblak, Marquinhos, Kimmich. No, not Kimmich. Sterling, Suarez, Fernandez, Sergio Ramos, Keylor Navas. So he's 7.
You play with Real Madrid FIFA? No? Which?
FIFA,
Oh,
PSG.
it's your dream team. And,
Pero en el FIFA con el PSG.
por Neymar, brasileño.
Por Mbappé.
That was good. Yeah, eso, tú sabes que muchos jugadores juegan. Bueno, I did one time a game versus Juan from Orlando City. Juanito, you destroy me. He's really good. So I'm gonna share your login, your how you call the username with him, and you guys can play. Will be great.
Ay. So back to the actual podcast and the interview. So we just talked about previously the physicality, and my next question comes back to excuses. Do they exist for somebody that wants to be a professional?
Absolutely not.
No. So you like in your mind, let's say you had a bad day, right? What do you tell yourself when you have que tu hablar contigo cuando tú tienes un malo performance en entrenamiento o en deportivo?
Todos tenemos malos días, pero todos hay malos días, buenos días, pero en ese momento que sé que estoy teniendo un mal día, intento cambiar de mentalidad y como resetear, o sea, como cambiar el chip y empezar como un partido nuevo. Si estoy en un partido, ahora mismo empiezo un partido nuevo y ver si mejoran las cosas. Y si no, siempre el fútbol aparte siempre hay segundas oportunidades, o sea, siempre vas a tener, aunque estés jugando mal, siempre vas a tener una ocasión o siempre vas a poder hacer algo que te salga bien y luego coger confianza y a lo mejor te sale mejor.
So solo mentalidad.
Sí.
Crazy, huh?
What is your plan B if the pro level, if you for some reason is not capable to To our chief, our child,
Chief.
our chief.
La universidad.
University,
Estados
yeah.
Unidos.
Yeah. Second question. This kind of goes through all ages. So, like, when you were in Spain, I mean, you've probably seen here, like, we were out at a field once and you saw a bunch of cones and the kids dribbling through the cones and using the cones. Do you have that a lot in Spain? Or what does training look? Or I guess really talk about that first. Do you guys have all the cones and training through the cones and using cones in Spain?
Sí.
Yeah.
Lo usan, pero de una manera real, o sea, como enfocada en el partido o en el entrenamiento. O sea, está enfocada en un partido, no...
Focus on the game, not on the.
So you didn't ever have a training where you had a bunch of cones, you're doing like footwork and no. Never. No. So
His face is like he wanna laugh.
oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, here in US they recreate everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
crazy.
And Roman can add to this, but it was funny because we were at a field training and then Roman came up to me and he's like, look at all those cones. And I'm like, he's like, is that typical here? And I'm like, yeah. And they were doing a bunch of footwork and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, in my opinion, I'm like, it's beneficial if you have kids that are very, very low level. If they're very bad with no feet, nothing, then yeah, you can use it. But if you have kids that have some sort of level, they need to do way different. So I don't know if there's something you want to add to.
Like I said, it's almost like they want to do freestyle, not actual soccer and
freestyle.
football.
Yeah, my side here is to do the business part, and as a business, I always say to Kyle, this is sellable. This sells a lot. This is what parents see, and they see the shaking, blah, 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 and they buy it.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
this is the.
and like, let's say you take a pattern, right? So let's say you start a kid on a pattern. If I put Alejo on a footwork pattern, like what you would see here, he's probably not going to be really good at it, just because he's never done it. But like a normal parent sees their kid that's not good at a pattern, and then over time they get better at said pattern, and they go, "Oh, my kid's developing."
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
But I think that's very commercial, right?
It's commercial. Yeah,
it's like
is
you
the
said,
word.
It's good to say you can sell it easy, but it's really not. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Que no tiene mucho
No,
sentido.
no te va a salir de... O sea, en el partido luego no es muy efectivo.
not effective, yeah.
Not effective
So
later on
when
in the
you
game.
did cuando tú tienes entrenamiento solo, so no coach, nothing. What did you do? ¿Qué tú haces?
La guerra.
No, la parte física, o sea, cuando estoy preparándome algo, salgo a correr y gimnasio también, pero entrando en el campo de fútbol, practico, si estoy con alguien, practico que me dé un balón y controlar y tirar rápido, estoy con él, por ejemplo, que me ayude un poco, pero si no algo técnico y con finalizaciones.
So no cones. You didn't put cones down, weaving through the cones.
No,
What-
uno poco, pero...
Tú habló, a veces yo pregunto in Spanish, English, it's crazy. So you just mentioned that this is not beneficial for the game. What exercise you do that is beneficial for your game? ¿O qué tú haces que tú puedes hablar para los jugadores que están mirando que es bueno para usted para tener una performance buena en los juegos?
Bueno, con Kyle solemos entrenar mucho...
Hey.
Muchos controles, posicionar tu cuerpo de una buena manera para recibir un balón y ir al lugar que quieras, finalizaciones también, pero le damos mucha importancia a eso y para un delantero es fundamental el control y el disparo para estar bien perfilado cuando te dan el pase, un pase fuerte, estar perfilado para controlar y que sea un control perfecto para poder tirar.
Good control. So first thing was Kyle. Contact Kyle for the training.
Hey.
But when you are alone, what do you do? Like when you don't have someone to help you. So, o que tú haces cuando tú estás solo? Yo quiero tentar ayudar a las personas que están escuchando a
A ver,
nosotros.
solo es que normalmente entreno con el equipo y si no, ahora todo este último tiempo estuve entrenando con Kyle.
Sí.
Pero solo, no sé, podrías trabajar, no sé, disparos.
Tú corres mucho, tú haces muchas... ¿sí? ¿Cuántas millas por semana? Tú,
Ah, no. O sea, por ejemplo, en los veranos, antes de empezar pretemporada, sí salgo a correr, pero no. Una vez que estoy con un equipo,
tú no haces, no
ellos
precisas.
manejan las cargas ellos y van viendo cómo vamos y con el GPS y todo nos tienen... Cuando entrenamos nos controlan todo eso.
the players maker, I think, something like that. You guys can sponsor it. I think you guys call us to do some sponsorship, but we are open now, okay? So you guys can send
Call again.
some devices. So what is your best quality that you think in a field? Like
El gol.
¡Opa! El gol. El matador. ¿Sí? Los nicknames del matador. That was good, yeah.
Matador.
Yeah. Y vamos que vamos.
So, since you play as a striker, right, as a delantero, so many kids, mucho jugadores, niños quiere, yo quiero delantero. So, in tu opinion, ¿cuáles? I don't know, man. How to say this in Spanish.
Try. This is going to be good.
¿Cuáles
Try.
tú necesitas tienes para mejor to be a good
Man, you go to Madrid. It's better you speak
para
better.
mejor delantero en posición de delantero?
Obviamente, o sea, tener gol, saber. No ponerte nervioso, estás solo con mano a mano contra el portero. Mucha gente se pone nervioso, se apura y la tira fuera o te mata de cualquier manera. Tener la calma, la mente fría. Tener siempre la portería en mente. O sea, estés donde estés, tener la portería en mente. Y pelear con la defensa, ir fuerte. Y luego el juego de espaldas en un 9 es muy importante también, porque es el único jugador del campo que está jugando la mayoría parte del partido con la portería en la espalda.
¿O qué tú harías? What you will do if the coach say, please go to the as a goalkeeper now?
Sorry.
This happened. So,
Un
what do you do?
Un papelón.
Un poco extremo ese cambio. Pero sí, bueno, pues en un partido, a mí por ejemplo, un entrenador, íbamos, era un partido importante y teníamos que aguantar el resultado y me puso de defensa.
¿Ah, sí?
Central.
¿Y cómo
No
fue?
tenía ni idea, no tenía ni idea de cómo colocarme ni nada, pero hablé en mi capitán era central, el capitán del equipo, y hablé con él, él me iba colocando, y yo solo estaba ahí, defendía, cuando venía uno se la robaba y le iba fuerte.
¿Tú aprendió allá?
Sí,
Contra el Atlético de Madrid.
sí, creo.
Ah, sí. Qué bueno.
Bueno,
Bueno,
era estar ahí, él me colocaba y cortar
haciéndolo
los balones.
mejor. Mismo como defensor, intentaba hacerlo mejor.
Sí, sí, siempre.
Can you give like 3 tips that a young kid, like let's say there's a 11 or 12 años and he say, yo quiero hacer or juega en delantero. Maybe 3 tips, 2 or 3 tips that a striker can use.
2 o 3 consejos.
I want to... Can you say in English? Because I know you're trying. Ay, por favor. Intenta como Kai está intentando. Uno solo. De los 3, uno en English. Quedó rojo ahora. Alirrito rojo.
Rojito.
Train a lot of finishing
Yeah,
and shooting.
good.
No sé.
Puede ser en español. Tú ya has hecho lo primero en English.
Nada de eso, lo que expliqué antes, lo de jugar de espaldas, siempre si se puede entrenar con un defensor detrás que te esté empujando, o sea, real.
You know?
Y,
You understand?
y intentar...
Make contact first.
Sí.
First, make contact. 'Cause
Make the contact.
And the reason why I wanted to bring this up, because one day he was here and there was a kid training before him that played striker that I was working with. And I said, okay, go ask Alejo what you could do. And he's a big kid. He's young, but he's big. And I'm like, dude, the first thing a good striker, contact. You make contact first. If you make contact first, you're winning the 1v1.
You talk something on the defensors.
¿Cómo?
Tú habla algo con los defensores cuando tú estás... No precisa hablar lo que es. No precisa.
Sí.
Tú habla algo para
Sí,
desconcentrarlo.
hay que hablar siempre.
Yeah?
Sí.
Did you talk with the defender like to make them... Yeah? How often?
No, bastante.
Todos los juegos. Okay, this is good, kids. This is good.
But por qué? Why? Why do you
Why?
speak? Like, why y how? What? Okay.
No, por sacarle un poco de... porque se enfoque en otra cosa, no sé, le dices algo
Hay muchos elogios, ¿no? Que tú hablas.
Sí,
Tú puedes hablar uno elogio que tú das para los defensores. Porque tenemos que dar los ejemplos para los niños. ¿Cómo podemos? ¿O qué tú hablas? Bueno, let me try to guess. Like, oh, you looks good today. Something like that.
No.
Oh, you strong. You play good. It's like that or no? What do you say?
Lo que creas que es mejor para sacarle, para desenfocarle. Tenía un compañero en el Getafe, sí, que estaba jugando un partido, él era defensa y de repente le preguntaba al delantero una pregunta como... Hay una tienda en Madrid, en España, que se llama El Corte Inglés. Preguntaba, ¿cuándo son las rebajas del Corte Inglés? O cuándo abre, cosas así, cualquier cosa, para que el otro como que diga, yo esté loco y se desconcentre.
Yeah, the kids need to learn that. This is very important. This is very important. On this,
But what is important? Because not everybody's
like
gonna
to talk with the defender, some
To get him out of the game.
complimentary things, you know, like, oh, you fuck it. Yeah, he will not say the words, but have you ever had the experience of telling something to the defender, and because of that, you could score a goal, or you could...
No solo por eso, pero sí puede ser una parte más que ayude a eso.
Yeah, always discuss it.
Mistake,
Yeah. This is good, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to mention, we had a final important tournament that we got a
Globe.
Nah, I gotta say that on the game, the kid that was the goalkeeper was talking with the guys on the bench, and the guys on the bench talked with the goalkeeper, and by that time that they were talking, they were saying a lot of things that the referee didn't correct. We scored 3 goals after.
Two goals.
Yeah, 2 goals. 2 goals. Was amazing.
It's funny you said that. In Spain, when they were Benjamines, it was incredible because Barcelona came to play a little tournament in our town. They played against them, and people were talking to the goalkeeper, you know, but not trying parents, but something friendly, you know, just maybe ask and the kids were like, won't even hear, or just to not get out of the game. They teach that in Spain from.
Oh, they teach that.
Yeah, they teach them. You cannot interact with the public, or because the public will try and get you out of the
kill you.
game. Yeah.
Important.
Or you
Teach
can
that.
or you can provoke something in the
How
public.
did they teach that?
The coach.
So they sit down with the kids and don't listen to the...
Sí. ¿Cómo le explican eso? ¿Cómo lo?
No, casi siempre lo que nos explican es que no tenemos que salir de nuestro vestuario. O sea, las personas que te van a dar los consejos futbolísticos, todos los entrenadores y un padre, aunque te diga que le regates por la derecha y tires, si el entrenador vio otra cosa o sea,
They teach them that what they have to do and what they have to learn and what they have to follow is what happens in the locker room. Anybody from the team, from the staff.
Yeah.
Don't listen to your parents or to somebody else, or
Just focus on the rules.
focus on the rules and what your team staff is telling you, not the people from outside.
And then speaking on this, you told me a story once about him playing against Real Madrid, and he was playing like 2 years up.
He was
Right.
he was 2 years.
So can
younger.
you explain that story a little bit? Because I think for anybody listening, that's hugely important.
Bueno, a ver, estaba jugando en la máxima categoría o sea, en Madrid, en España va por cadetes, juveniles, y yo era alevín de segundo año, y estaba jugando contra un infantil de segundo año, que son 2 años más, y la máxima categoría.
You want me to translate?
Yeah, that's good for people listening.
So,
Or if you could tell the story just in English, it'd be easier.
he was saying he was playing in the maximum level, you know, but he was playing 2 years younger with older kids.
So he's 2 years younger. He's playing
2 years
up.
younger.
Okay.
He was playing up against Real Madrid, right? So, and it was obviously the top level.
Bueno, o sea, juego de titular, y se ve que el
He
entrenador...
was in the starting 11,
Se ve que el entrenador sabía que yo era joven.
and
me
of course the
conocía
coach
como
knew
jugador
him that he was young.
Yeah.
Y no sé qué le habrá dicho al defensor, pero la primera jugada que toco, me venía un balón de espaldas y viene por atrás, me dio una patada y me levantó.
Ay.
He's saying the coach knew he was younger, and he doesn't know exactly what they were saying, but he was thinking like he can't receive the ball. You know, he's too young. So the first play that happened,
Primer balón.
the first ball he was gonna touch, before he touched it, the defender just wiped him up, and he fall. He like 1 meter high. Goes to the ground, and I saw this as a father. When he went to the ground, like he almost couldn't breathe.
Oh my God.
The defender, he was like very flat. You know, he hit like he never saw that. He never experienced that. We're talking about Real Madrid center defense, huge, and 2 years, and with the pressure,
2 years
because
up, yeah.
he could not receive the ball.
Yeah.
So when he falls flat on the floor, he couldn't breathe, and the defender just walked over him. Like, hey, this is what.
Welcome.
Welcome.
All normal. All
The first ball
normal.
he touched.
Yeah, that's funny. And so, what age was he playing? So he was playing 2 years up. He was what age? Or he was playing what age?
He was playing.
Y era Alevín jugando infantil, o sea que estaba en
U14.
sexto de primaria.
No, he was like Alevin. Alevin estaba en sexto de primaria. He was 11, and the kids were 13, 14.
13,
But
14.
13, 14 of the highest level
Right,
you
right.
have.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
Real Madrid, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine.
So let's move into now. Obviously, he was playing at Orlando City B. So what is it like? And you also trained with the first team too, right? So what is that like? Coming in as a kid, 17 years old, training with Orlando City B, and even with the first team. What is the level like and the experience
El
of
nivel
it?
es muy bueno. En el equipo y en Estados Unidos el nivel está creciendo mucho y es bueno. Y nada, cuando subo con el primer equipo, primero de todo el grupo es buenísimo. Siempre te saludan muy bien, te acogen muy bien, hacen que te adaptes. Y el nivel se nota, hay mucha diferencia que es primera división. O sea, el nivel en cómo piensan y la velocidad en la que piensan y va todo muy rápido.
What is the best player from Orlando City in your opinion? I know you have friends, but
Pato.
Opa, Pato's in Brazil, surgery right now. Huh?
He's living it.
Yeah, Pato, we are waiting for you here. We try to contact you. Yeah, we are waiting for you here.
And ¿qué es el diferente de Orlando City B en primero equipo?
La velocidad en la que piensan y no tanto velocidad física, sino mental. Esa es la mayor diferencia.
Mental, yeah.
Yeah. And what is it like? ¿Qué es la situación o cómo es contra Antonio Carlos?
Antonio, hey, Tonio, my friend, I'm waiting for you. I'm sorry.
Nada, muy duro. Hay que ir, lo mismo, hay que ir fuerte y al final hay que intentar ponerse a la altura, porque si no te pasan por arriba. La primera que
Yeah,
soy
he's tall, man. He's tall and
es
strong.
enorme y es más, me saca muchos años eso, pero muy duro.
And what was it like the first day? So the first day, before you were with the B team, but then they say, okay, today you're going with the first team. What was that like for you? Were you nervous?
Estaba nervioso antes de, o sea, en lo que estamos calentando y todo eso, un poquito nervioso. Luego cuando estamos ahí en el campo, pues no. Ahí
Tranquilito.
estás concentrado.
You try to mag Antonio Carlos and yeah, it's hard, Antonio. Tonio. Yeah, he's strong.
But like, when you were coming in, so cuando tú arrivé para práctica, were they like, who's the new kid, or who, were they like trying to pick on you in the game or the training, or like how did they receive you?
Cuando estás entrando al entrenamiento, por ejemplo, ¿cómo reaccionan ellos? ¿Quién es ese? ¿Quién es el chico? ¿Se meten contigo o te intentan recibir?
No, para nada, me reciben muy bien, todos te saludan como uno más. O sea,
Como la parte de equipo.
Sí.
Qué bueno.
That's good.
This is really good.
Con una sonrisa, todo muy bien, ¿qué tal está? No sé qué. Muy bien.
Who is the funniest guy there on the pro team?
El más gracioso.
Rodrigo me río un
Rodrigo.
montón con él.
Ah, lo que fue portero también.
Ah, sí.
En los juegos. Sí.
Me río muchísimo.
Yeah, Benji as well. I heard that Benji is also funny as crazy. Benjito, we also are waiting for you. We send you some videos, like some lives here. You never came.
Not
So
yet.
we are
He's
waiting
coming.
for
Wait,
you.
he's
Yeah.
gonna be here for sure.
So we are about to finish, Kaito. You have any other?
The last thing
Question.
I don't know how much you can talk about it yet, but like, obviously you have this trip coming up to South America, right? What is the expectation about it? Like, you haven't been there yet, but you've probably heard some stories about South American football. What is the expectation for it?
You want to know my expectation or his?
Both, yeah.
Sabemos que va a ser duro. O sea, primera división, un club bueno de Sudamérica, va a ser duro. El fútbol es más físico, ahí va muy fuerte, muy agresivo y es un paso más siempre y y estoy cumpliendo un objetivo de jugar en primera división. Y luego, una vez que haya cumplido eso, otro más y así. Eso es lo que te explicaba antes de no conformarse. Siempre
So you can translate for the
I'm not translating all that. That's too much.
He's saying he knows it's going to be very physical and it's going to
Yeah.
be strong. He likes that. He's reaching one of the goals that he wants, but like he explained before, you never settle with that goal. You should always want more. So he feels it's going to be he's making his dream come true, but then he's going to want to keep
The next step.
the next step and the next step. Yeah.
And for you, it's a big change as well. Your family is gonna move.
No,
or-
no. We're gonna like support him. Like I said before, there's a lot of things you have to sacrifice. But right now, he already had the experience of living on his own with teams. He already was in a residencia in Almeria, and so he managed that situation. And here, of course, I'm gonna go visit him maybe once a month for a few days, every month. But
Don't cry, my friend. You can't cry.
he's done this
Se le
already,
va
so this is
echando, ¿no?
easier for us because we know he could handle it. And to be honest, he had a great experience when he was there. He liked the experience, being with teammates and being on his own and
He needs to be used to that if you want to become a pro.
exactly.
So what you don't give us the players like your recommendation, like what they should do in order to have what you're gonna have right now experience as a pro. So can you give this is your camera? Can you tell them something?
¿Pero en qué sentido?
Consideraciones.
Unos consejos, como para decir, consejos para
¿Para conseguir
que-
eso
para
o una
conseguir
vez
eso.
teniéndolo?
No, para conseguirlo. ¿Qué consejo?
Yo pido en español, porque yo estaba con mi cabecita pensando en español y en inglés. Tú puedes hablar algunas consideraciones para los jugadores, o qué ellos podrían hacer para estar donde tú estás ahora, y cuáles los consejos, no ir para fiesta, jugar un poco más de PlayStation, o qué tú hablarías para ellos. Ese es tu camino.
Bueno, trabajar muy duro, sacrificar muchas cosas, pero que al final, si estás persiguiendo tu sueño, no es... O sea, es un sacrificio, pero no estás... O sea, en mi caso, por ejemplo, me pierdo cumpleaños de mi familia, de mis amigos, hasta míos, y no estoy... Qué pena, hubiese querido ir, o sea, me hubiese gustado ir, pero al final lo que te explico es que no es un sacrificio porque estás persiguiendo tu sueño, tu mayor sueño, entonces la ves con alegría y con ganas, pero eso, trabajar mucho y nunca rendirse, siempre hay que estar constante y sobre todo en la mente muy fuerte.
Yeah, you got it.
Got it.
Kaito.
Checked in, checked out. Got it.
Any other question, Kaito?
I do have one question for you, Roman. So
Yes,
this will be
yes,
the last one. Yeah, sorry. And as a parent, how do you deal with, you personally, how do you deal with when your son had a bad day at training or had a bad game? Would you sit there and berate him afterwards? Or how did you deal with him not having a good day at the office?
I try and be a parent, I try and do that first. I'll see if he wants to talk. If he doesn't want to talk, I'll have to give him the time until he wants to talk.
So you didn't jump in and say, hey, dude, what's going on?
I think I did a little bit of everything in all this time, but I realized that that's not really the best way. They have to know that you're there if they want to talk and they want support and they want to ask you something. So if they ask you, you answer. But if you're all the time telling them what they want, it's I think you're going to block them. They're not going to be able to make those decisions, and it's going to be worse. Like he said before, he was just saying all these sacrifices and all this. They're doing the sacrifice. I mean, we're supporting them. We're doing a little bit of sacrifice, but they're doing a lot more in this trip. So it's very important to make sure that the player is the one who wants it, not the parent.
Yeah.
A lot of the times the parent is the one who wants to achieve that dream, and that's where it gets difficult, because they're the people making those, like he's saying, not going to a birthday party or not going out one day or sacrificing all this. If they do it because the parent wants, that's going to be too much for the kid.
Well, they're going to quit at some
They're
point.
going to quit at some
At
point,
some
or they're
point.
going to get
Al final
frustrated.
O sea, no lo va a cumplir
Exactly.
o
He's saying
mal.
he's not going to be able to make it, or he's going to make it bad.
Because I'm sure he knew when he didn't play well.
Sí. Vos sabés cuando no juegas bien, por ejemplo.
Of course, like you can kind of gauge your own level of performance. So we all know that.
Yeah.
Didn't play.
It affects him and it affects me as well. But it's the same thing you said is the same thing my wife said. He's the first person that knows he didn't do a good game.
Yeah.
You know, of course, when he scores and they win and everything, I have a better weekend. You know?
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie. And when it goes the other way around, it upset me. But
Yeah.
that's part of the same thing. Is part of the game. You know, it's part of what you need to do to. But you have to know where's the limit. You know,
So you look at it more of a standpoint of, hey, I'm going to guide you through it
exactly.
versus I'm going to give you the answer to it.
I'm going to guide you through it, and maybe guide you to make yourself ask the question so you can get the answer yourself. You know, and I'll try and help you there. But if you tell them the question, the answer, you tell them everything, you're not preparing them for real life later. Because when they're 20, 25, 30, doing a business, they have to, they have to understand all that. This is a beautiful. I said that when he was in that Club Canillas, and 90% of the parents in that meeting didn't understand it. But I'm like, do we realize how lucky we are that our kids are able to learn real life situations at 11 or at 10? I mean, it's hard for them, but it's good. They're gonna arrive at 20 or 25 more prepared than another 20-year-old. You know.
Yeah.
So I saw it as something. Maybe your kid's gonna suffer a little bit, but it's better for him. He's gonna be able to learn and grow quicker.
More independent. Yeah,
Cool.
guys.
I think that's it.
Save this name here, Alejo Tangretti. Once you become a pro, that is going to happen in a few months. So don't forget about us.
No.
So let's do another show with you. You know, like that would be more gold on you. You're going to be playing better
Look at a
FIFA.
face tattoo.
Oh no!
Face tattoo. Yeah, it's true. But thank you so much, Alejo. I want to say good luck on your journey right now with the international club. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
as
you
well,
guys. Thank you
Roman.
guys.
So next time you can bring your equipment. We can do
Okay.
some live
Live.
tattoo.
Live
Let's
tattoo.
do it.
Yeah, Aito.
That's it, man. We done. Wrapped up. Appreciate you guys coming in, and
Thank
best
you
of luck
guys.
on your journey when you leave on Sunday.
Thank you so much.
Vamos nessa.
Thank you, my friend. Vamos que vamos. Power Play P2.
Season 2!
Hey! Let me eat healthy right now.
What?
Oh my goodness. Let me eat healthy.
You guys are good, man.